Hey YouTube, Ryan Pax here, and I got something a little different again. A few weeks ago, I was approached through YouTube about a company called That'sMyFace.com, and basically what this company does is you can create an account with them and upload pictures of yourself or a friend or whoever that you want, and they will create a digital 3D rendering of this person's face and head, and you can then have that turned into action figure heads or other souvenirs or items with that person's face on it or your own face on it. And they approached me and asked me if I would help them to try out a couple of their new products or their heads, and just to see like what sorts of figures there are out that would these heads would work with, that they would fit on. So I created an account with them and uploaded some images of my face, a frontal shot of my face, and a side shot. And then a few weeks later, well, not a few weeks, just a couple weeks, probably maybe 10 days later, I received a package in the mail, and it contained all of these heads that you see here in different scales. The big one here is pretty accurate. Is for a 1/6 scale figure or a 12-inch figure. I don't actually have the neck piece to fit this onto a 1/6 scale figure, but I do collect a couple of 1/6 scales. So I just wanted to show these to you guys and talk about the product a little bit. So this head right here is the one that I feel works best for larger figures, the sort of 6 to 7 inch figures with like the Marvel Legends and the DC Universe Classics line. I did have to do a little bit of modification to get it to fit over the neck. I just had to grind out a little bit of the material from the inside, but not very difficult at all. And as you can see inside, it is basically completely hollow in there. So let's have a look. I have this Marvel Legends Captain America figure that I just popped the head off of, and I placed my head on top of it. And there you go. It's pretty accurate, pretty in scale. Give me a little close up so you can see it. I think that these look really nice. They have a very nice product at that'smyface.com. You know, if you have a friend or a relative that would like to have their face as an action figure, I think this is a great product. Like, you can't beat that. So there's that one. And this one here, still really high level of detail even at that size. This is for a like 3.75 or 4-inch figure, like the new G.I. Joes or the new Marvel Universe and Iron Man toys. Here we go, I can stick it on Iron Man. And I didn't have to do any modification to this head at all. It just kind of sits on there, but like with a lot of the even heads that come with these size figures that just pop off, you kind of have to find the right body to put it on so that it looks right. Like if you put, you know, I've got a big head, so if it's on a skinny body, it looks funny. Here, you can put it on bench press. G.I. Joe bench press. It looks a little small. Put it on a sort of Franken Joe. He's made up of a bunch of different parts. Still looks really good. Then I'll just show you side by side with a couple of heads here. So you can see it's really realistic. It doesn't look plastic like these heads do. It almost looks like it's still made out of flesh. And they even included this little tiny head. Let's see if I can get it to focus in on it. There we go. Little tiny head. Still looks like me, I think, but at this size, I mean, it's hard to tell who that is. But yeah, great product. As far as price ranges go, I asked them about it because these were given to me free to help with them, give them my feedback on them. I was told that the 1/6 or 12-inch figureheads are going for about $100. I think is the base price, and you can actually get all kinds of different custom hair pieces, like different helmets and stuff like that molded right onto the head. You can have facial hair removed or added, that sort of thing. So these ones are $100. The 3 3/4 inch figureheads are $39 right now. And I was told that I don't think these ones are available yet for the like 6-inch figures. I don't think they're available just yet, but they said around $49 to $59 I think is what they're gonna start their base price at for these. And I asked about how they made them, and they didn't want to reveal too much, but and I don't want to insult them by telling you guys, too much about what I know of how they do this. But I believe it's a process of a digital rendering used to create the heads through a 3D printer or a rapid prototype machine, whatever you want to call it. And there's a texture to these. I know you can't really, you might not be able to see it, but there is a texture to these where the material is put on in layers, and if you hold it sideways, you might be able to see the layers a little bit. But they are very realistic. That looks like me. My wife thinks it's kind of creepy, but I think it's fantastic. So if you're interested in these at all, go ahead and check out that'smyface.com, and I'll put a link down below in the details. But thanks for watching.